What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? Where's so? What's up, bitches? What's up, Medusa? Medusa, I got you.
Go ahead. Last show before Christmas, so let's have a good one.
Finesse.
Oh yeah.
I want you to.
So let's talk about Paulie Crispy. Let me pull up his this on the fucking let's see, share screen. Just throw it all in one fucking document. We can review it all. So anyway, this guy's name, and thank you for $10 there from Mr. Happen. All right.
Oh yeah. Gagging all over it. Shit. Anyways, what's been up all around here and shit? What have y'all been up to? I've been handling some other shit, so I haven't really been around here. But I know that a lot of people are like really like, hey yo, keen on like, hey yo, hanging out with Vegas Valley, hey yo, just online all day, hey yo, because that's where all the excess fat of this community went to Brett's into Vegas Valleys. Eh. Well, I can honestly say I'm glad I'm not a part of any of it. Honestly, say I'm like, just I'm all like tired of all that shit. I'm you know, I'm getting by, I'm hanging in there, as they say, Medusa. But I'm glad that you're over here hanging out. Um I don't know, I'm just be honest, like I'm just pissed off by everything going on. And what's happening. Like I'm just trying not to like um think too much about it. There's been people trying to like from the hospital like talking to my mom about like, oh, hospice, and they spoke a little to her about it, and like right now after like uh just some time here at home, like she's just not ready for that shit. Like she doesn't want to hear that shit. And honestly, she feels like these people are like pushing this shit on her. But that's her decision making. Like if she was down with it and she wanted to go through with that, like I'd be for it, whatever she wants to do, but she doesn't want to do that. How is she doing? She's hanging in there. Still can't eat a lot. Still can't taste food good. Um, she's still feeling pain. We're just taking it one day at a time. Is all we can really do right now. But it's you know yeah, we're just getting by. Sort of. That's all you can do. Yep. That's all we can do. And aside from that, I'm filling out applications every other freaking hour of the day. Most of my time is spent doing that, and then on any free time I have, I'm helping her out, which is actually that's not true. I don't have free time really, but most of the time I'm helping her. And then when I'm not helping her, I'm filling out applications. And then if I have a little bit of time, like late at night, I'll play some video games. And that's my life right now. I don't socialize with anybody. I don't talk to anybody. Like the most I've socialized within the last 2 months was like with you guys in the voice chat. The little while that people were going over there. But even like the lack of that, like I feel like a lot of that has to do with like these fucking people who control the money out here and want people to go where they want them to go and shit. It's all correlated. It's all connected in some weird way. And I don't think that like I just want to specify, like I think Bird is cool. Like me and Bird were like I'm cool. Like he's cool. Like I don't think he has anything to do with that. Like I think that server, there's other people, other influences out there like who are trying to fuck it up. And then then the same groups of people connect back together again and it's all the same shit. And to give credit to Bird, he tried to obliterate this community. He tried the best he could to fuck it up as much as he could. And I give him nothing but props for that shit because like that's what I wanted. And even at that, it's still just like it's still so fucked. Like these people, they're never gonna like there's really just no way to tear that shit apart unless like you get at them one by like if Brett never came along, maybe, like if Andrew didn't give power to AC the way he did on here or his power or whatever, maybe. But then the way things are and how people will like play fuck shit game, fuck shit Andrew, mob boss brain games and shit out here. Like that's where it draws a line because no one's gonna figure out who's cool, who's not cool, who's fucking with who, what's what groups are fucking with who. Like it's just at this point it's so saturated or convoluted. Like there's no way to figure this shit out. Some people can be cool, some people can be fucked. You just really don't know. And there's no way to really. There is no real way to know. Rebel is open panel, or is it open panel? Not right now, Truth. What's up, Truth Finder? I saw about the Katie shit. Hey, if it was you, good. I don't know. Whoever it was who took Katie's channel down, good. Like I just fuck her. Yeah, it's like I don't even care about doing open panels anymore because it's just not really anything to talk. Like what the fuck am I gonna do a panel for? Like what is there to do a panel for? Right? I'm not like trying to come on here and draw in an audience. I don't care about getting involved in this drama shit. Like like I'm looking forward more to getting like off of here and playing video games for a little bit of time I have, like on Friday night, whatever. Like I really could care less about this shit. But there's just like not really an incentive to stay on here either though. Like there's just yeah, it was a long time coming. Katie had her channel for way too long. And her sock accounts got taken too. Or her extra ones or whatever, her backup channels. So she really got screwed. Good shit. Yeah. No, I like the only time I really tried to ease off of her was when Bird was like, listen, like just stop. And I'm just like, okay. Like, and that's the only time like I really kept my word and I really tried my best to not fuck with her and shit. But like, she really was a thorn in my toe. That chick, fuck her. Oh my god. But yeah. Man. So hopefully tomorrow morning I can try to get some sleep, or tonight I can try to get some sleep, because this entire week I've just been like on edge. Like, most of the time I've been going and visiting my mom at the hospital. That was like 4 days in a row like that I did that. And that was like an hour there and an hour back. Like, that was tough, but um she's worth it though. And I spent like almost over $200 on like Uber and Lyft just to like visit her. But like, again, like, to me it's like she's worth it. Like, I don't give a shit. And like right now, whatever, like, it took up a lot of money I had, but it's uh like, let me point that out. Like, people don't see me coming on here like, oh, I just spent money and back and forth from the hospital. Can people please donate? Like, people don't see me doing that fucking shit on here. Like, but you will see people trying to find various different methods and ways to earn money on here, right? And they'll be like on some real disingenuous shit. And it's like, me, even though I like, this would probably be the best time for like an actual scammer to scam. Like, people don't see me scamming though. Like, you just point that out. But that was Nicolina and them. Oh, it was. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, she doesn't like Katie either. And those people. What the hell? But yeah, this like freaking Amazon thing like gives like games to play for free, and it's like there's some pretty good games on here to like try out. Like, this Kingdom Come 2 game is like, it's really like fun. It's almost like Skyrim, but it's like not. It's like set in the medieval times, and like you just given like a sword, and you're like out there just like doing quests and shit. It's great. I fucking love it. It's like the atmosphere is so lively and vibrant and shit. It's like a nice fresh of breath air away from the chaos in my life. And since I'm not getting any pussy, or like, I don't have any luck with any women anytime soon. This is like the closest thing to that video games that I never got to try, and that I finally can get to try because we have an Amazon Prime account, and Amazon Prime gives like uh these games for free. So I'll take advantage of these games for the short while I can. That's really a fun game. And then there's this other game I'm playing, Hogwarts Legacy, and it's like a Harry Potter universe, but you could like fly a broom around the fucking world and shit and do quests too and that. It's fun as fuck. I just like, it's a blast. Much better than sitting around on a fucking panel all day on some like, this is my life type of shit. But I do want to try to fix this, like, I don't know. Shit, I gotta check on my snack. Gonna go check on my food. Be back. Sorry, I had to get my White Castle burgers from the oven. Cut up some pickles from it real quick. So, yeah, I don't really know if I have a lot more to talk about tonight. If I was on here for clout, I'd totally drop my link right now. If I was on here for profit or scam people, you're damn right you see me dropping a link. Fucking shit. Hold on. But yeah, now that I sort of somewhat make my own bit of like income at the moment, like yeah, like fuck like 80 to 90% of that whole entire community. Like fuck those people. You know? And I could probably say it. Like I could probably say I hope those people fucking die in a bucket full of shit. A lot of those people, and yeah, that's the truth. You know, if COVID didn't come over here and like show respect like he did the time, like the last time he came up here, I'd probably say the same shit about him too. But there's so many fucking people that you people would be like, wow, you hate that many people. I'd be like, yeah, I fucking hate those people. You know, like they're like it's a deep rooted hate. You know, and that hate that people have for me, like when you see my view count like this, like know it's related. Like definitely like recognize it, pay attention, because that shit is definitely related. And the same as y'all, if you have channels, you could tell by the people who show up, by the people and who they hang out with, who they talk to, what they're talking about, all that shit. You can just like right off the tip, you can figure that shit out. And I used to like back in the day, I used to come on here and tell everybody what was bothering me, who I didn't like, whatever the fuck. Like nowadays, I just don't give a shit. But I do hate like 90%, if not more, of like that entire fucking community. Absolutely, 100%. You know, but even when I was coming on here and I needed help from people, I said the same fucking shit then too. So, like people know, like I never switched up when it came to that. When it comes to like my viewpoints on matters, like I pretty much stayed like somewhat like on the same, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Stayed what do they call it? What's a good word for that? I don't fucking know. I feel like StreamYard is lagging my game. I blame you guys for my game lagging, because if I wasn't live right now streaming, I would be able to play a pretty smooth experience on my game, but now it's laggy and the frame rate's dropping because of you shit fucks. Thanks. This game is freaking fun. I love it. This guy, like, you have to like feed him, and every now and again he's like, "I'll have to eat something." Oh yeah, I want to do the impression of this guy's voice from Kingdom Come 2, this game. He'll be like, "I thought that something was going over there, and I had to defeat the enemy because he was going where I had to fight him." Or like he'll have like this like crazy like lisp, but it's just like that's exactly how he sounds. So he'll be like, "Oh, I went to the river and I found a poacher, and so I killed him with my sword, and I found the right method to go back to my prince." And but it's just like that's exactly how that motherfucker talks. So you guys look at a game review of that dude from Kingdom Come 2, he's just like he talks just like that. I grabbed my horse and drove down to the smith so I could get my sword sharpened, and then I went down to kill the bandit because he was stealing some corn and some apples. It's just like, what the fuck? What is this? Like, who the hell? What geeks just sat in the back room and just made this shit and said, you know what? This is a great game to make. We're just gonna sit there and make an entire universe full of medieval shit. Like, why? It's awesome, but it's just like it makes no sense. Or like the Hogwarts Legacy game. It's just like you get to fly around like all of Hogwarts on a freaking broom. Like, who the hell sits there and creates this shit? Spends like years making a freaking graphical engine for a video game. Like, the fuck? Like, who the fuck? Or like, who the fuck invents a Tesla or a fucking automobile? Like, how the hell do we not even know how an automobile or a vehicle is made? Yet they've been around for like fucking like 100 years. I hate that shit. Like, I hate not having knowledge of how shit's made. It makes me feel like I'm like a fucking caveman or a barbarian or some shit. I'm gonna like learn how freaking Death Stars are built. I'm gonna learn how to build a spaceship. Fuck this shit. I'm going to Harvard, Medusa. I'm going to Yale. Going back to college. Like, fuck that. I would never go back to school at this point. Like, I'm so fed up with education. Like, on some real shit, like, fuck that. Like, I could die being like an idiot. I don't even care. Like, I am not going back like to fucking school. I am not doing it. Like, I am so fed up with that shit. No, I'm not. Not unless I go to Yale or Harvard. Yeah, right. My cousin almost went there. I was stupid though. I was dumb. I was only good in like reading, scholastics, history class, maybe, and like freaking maybe science. But then when it came to like physics and math, algebra, I fucking sucked. I hated it. I could not stay focused. I couldn't do it. At that time, I was just too much into weed and weed and asses. I just didn't give a shit about learning at that time. Hey, Jod. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Shed Show. Welcome to the Shed Show. Welcome to the Shed Show, hey, Jod. Hey, welcome to my show. I wish this game wasn't. I wish the frame rate wasn't bricked. Stop it. What are you talking about? Welcome to the shit show. Welcome to the shit show. What quests do I have available? Defeat Tomcat in a duel. Well, that didn't work. That quest I failed. Tomcat whooped my ass. What other quests? What other quests do I have available to try here? Because the last quest I did just that was not working. That was not. I died. So I'm gonna move on to the next quest. Let me try the next quest here. See what this is. Can I go to this location? Can I fast travel? Can I fast travel? Yeah, I can fast travel. Fuck yeah. The only bad thing about this game is that like you can't save it unless you sleep in a bed in the game, or if you like have this special potion. And it's like you'll never have this special potion. Like it's just impossible. Like I'm not going to craft that potion. Like I'm not doing that. So like I'm just like I have to like find like some place to like steal someone's bed to sleep in and shit in the game, and it's crazy. It's like I feel like I'm homeless in the game. It's so bad. But it's such a pretty game though. I just wish the frame rate didn't drop every freaking 2 seconds now. But earlier it was better. I think like when I'm on StreamYard, it just like StreamYard takes up some bandwidth, and but it's not too bad though. It's like it's good enough to where I can still sort of somewhat play this shit. And like I would never pay any money for a PlayStation 5 or like an Xbox, whatever the new one is, or like a Nintendo Switch. So like I would never get a chance to ever play this game unless like I like had Amazon Prime. And it's like I'm like so privileged to have Amazon Prime and they're offering this free browsing gaming internet shit for free. But oh my god, I bought a new pair of Timberland boots today. Or no, yesterday, my bad. I also bought like a bunch of stuff for my mom at the store the other day. But like $300 worth of stuff because I needed to get presents and stuff for my mom, whatever she wanted. And I saw a pair of Timberland boots and they were like on sale. Usually they're like 160 if you buy them online, or if you go to like a Foot Action or Foot Locker or some shit. But I found them for like $100, and I was like, for $99. And I'm like, all right, because I wasn't even gonna get a pair of Timberland boots, but Blues Sugar Crit sucked my dick. And but I bought my own pair of Timberland boots with my own money. And so I wasn't even going to show them, but seeing as people probably like take footage of me without my permission and stalk me and shit, chances are they probably have caught me wearing whatever the fuck I wear outside. But it's like otherwise I probably wouldn't. But it's like yeah, I like them. And I have like a matching hat too that like has like it's like the same color, like it has this matching or whatever. So it's pretty cool. And like I said, like I thought I was like grown past the phase of like Tim's, but I like Tim's. And plus I have like some other sneakers now too. Like I have a mix up. I don't just have like the same pair of sneakers or whatever. So that's what's up. Yeah. I mean, most of the stuff I got were like presents, presents for my mom, presents for my nieces, some for my sister, um, just different stuff. Like if I want to spend money to get presents for people, I have that right, you know? And oh my god, I'm looking forward to it. I ordered pork belly because I couldn't find like anywhere that sells pork belly. And me and my mom like we like pork belly. But no place around here sells it. So I found this like Spanish market online that's like in Mass wherever I live. And they like deliver like stuff or whatever. And so I ordered like 4 pounds of pork belly, and I also ordered like a Japanese cheesecake, like you know those Japanese cheesecakes that you see like online or on YouTube, like that jiggle, and because they had them, I guess. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna get that. I'm going to get that. We are trying Japanese cheesecake. We are like, that's the thing. Like my mom, like if she really is dying, like we're trying everything. Like I'm as much as we can, you know, like any new experience, like anything that we never tried before. Like we already tried Dubai chocolate. Um, I bought this like awesome checkers board set. We played checkers last night, and it's like Super Mario Brothers, and it has like all the Super Mario Brothers like designs and stuff. And I bought it because I'm like I love checkers, and like it's fun. Like we played checkers, and it's fun. And yeah, I'm gonna get a new tree, but I also bought her like a small tree. Yeah, I want to show my small tree that I got her at the gift shop at the hospital because they had this cute gift shop at the hospital, and I paid like $27 for this like mini tree when she was there. And I brought it up to her, and everyone was like complimenting her, and they were like, "Oh my god, your tree is so cute." Hold on, let me show it right here. I'm so uh I'm so amped to show this. So I decorated it a little bit tonight with her, and we put like some stuff up there. So we got like the angel there. This is from like a long time ago. I remember this was an ornament that me and my sister and her used to like decorate the tree with, and that's been around for ages. And then I put like some of these beads. This picture's from my sister's wedding from years ago, and she wanted me to keep that up there. Um, and but it's cute, isn't it? Yeah, she loves it. She loved it when I got it. It didn't have all these decorations, but I brought it up to her, and it almost looks like a real tree. It's not a real tree, but we're gonna get a real tree. Maybe I think I'm gonna try to figure out how to get a real tree, or if not, we're gonna get like a bigger size, like fake tree if that's what we're gonna decide to do. Um, and then I put up like some decorations, like we had these Noel things that she wanted me to put up. I put that up. Um, some of these things here. I decorated like this lamp here. Put like a bow on it. Um, put that up, whatever that is. And then here I put it up like this stocking. And then I got that other stocking right there. Um, so like I'm trying to like decorate and like get her in the Christmas spirit. There I put like a mini uh tree like in front of the TV. So just like little things to try to liven it up a little bit. She bought Rock'em Sock'em Robot for like my nieces and us to try when we go there, see them. Yeah, like she's happy that I'm trying to like liven things up, and it's helping a little bit. But yeah, it depressed her. She was really depressed about earlier when the hospice people called. And I mean, I understand why. Like, whatever she decides, that's her decision. But yeah, like yeah, I try to decorate a little bit. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a little bit more. Uh One of these days I want to take her like to the mall or something, or just like go somewhere, just me and her, like just maybe Jordan's furniture, like you know how they have like that Christmas kind of environment stuff going on there. Sometimes like it's like a little thing you can walk through, has all these like Christmas stuff. Like I don't know, just one of these days I want to take her like there and somewhere and just like spend the day with her. I mean, obviously not just that. I want to spend more days doing stuff with her too, but she wants to go like on a vacation. She wants to like go to like Disney World and stuff. And I mean, if like she really wants to, like I'll do it, but I don't know if I don't know. I mean, I want to, but she's like, you know, if she needs urgent care and we're out there in Florida, you know, and she like starts feeling like these sharp pains and stuff, or like something happens and she needs to like have her care team, you know, and that's the only thing I'm worried about mostly. And then this housing stuff, you know, like what will happen if we just like go on a vacation? I mean, obviously, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that the courts are that cruel right now. Like, to be honest, like I am thankful that like you know, that we haven't been thrown out in the streets. I mean, you know, I don't know if they do take my mom's conditions into consideration and stuff, but like if they did or do, then I appreciate it. You know, it's like I'm not like, you know, people think I'm hateful towards this situation that we're in. And it's like I'm not like it's unfortunate, you know, and I might have like really bad luck or something, but like it's not like we intentionally, you know, put ourselves in the situation to where, you know, we're stuck here and you know, like I've really been trying the hardest to get us out of here, and it's just been fucked, like, and but like, you know, if she does, if she could handle it, like if she could have her tasting back, like if she could eat food the way she could like taste food the way she did before, then she would, like she'd be like, let's go on a vacation somewhere. But the only reason she's not is because she can't taste food right now. And it's just like if she can't enjoy food, then what are we gonna be, you know, the only thing that we're gonna be traveling for is just for the sake of looking at shit, or the, you know, whatever. But like food is, you know, one of the most important things to her. You know, it's like in so I mean, I don't that like I understand why she wouldn't want to do it right now. So like hopefully she gets her tasting back to normal. You know, it's been almost 3 weeks since her last treatment. And I'm just like I'm shocked like that she still hasn't gotten her tasting back. Like I'm pretty pissed off that that treatment really just did worse for her than it did any good. And it's like, you know, why the hell are they giving this shit to people if it just doesn't do much good? Like considering it's just like I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to pump this like second type of medicine into her that they said was like some stronger shit. It's like, but I mean, you know, whatever it was, it really fucked up her taste buds. That really wasn't, and it didn't even do any good anyway. And it didn't even, it just, I'm so pissed off, Medusa. Like, I just wanted me and her to like start a new life, like, and it all fucked up even fucking 6 years ago when we got kicked out of our last home. Like, we had an agreement to be out of the house by September 1st of 2019, and we would have gotten $20,000 that they agreed upon giving us cash for keys. We would have been out of there by that point, but they found some way to kick us out earlier than that. July, what was it, 11th, they kicked us out and evicted us. They found some way to lie to the judge and say that we broke the agreement. And when the judge orders that the agreement is broken, guess what? All the money is too. All the money's cut out. You don't get anything. Yeah, they could just say, well, you know what? Fuck you. Then we're just going to throw you on the fucking streets. And that's exactly what the fuck they did, because we were supposed to start a new life 6 years ago before all this fucking shit happened. And that's what caused all this fucking shit. And we would have been able to have a new life. We would have had 20K. We would have been good. I would have found some career, something, like there's no way I would have failed if we had like a new start. But they wouldn't give that to us. We got robbed of that, and now my mom's fucking dying. Yeah. It sucks. But I'm drinking my Buzzball, so I mean, I'm trying not to get too depressed, I guess. I'm not like an angry drunk, and I'm not drunk, but I'm just saying, like, I don't get angry when I drink. I mean, which I never get drunk. I haven't gotten drunk since I was like a teenager. But that being said, like, I'm not angry right now, but I'm angry about that situation. I'm upset that that happened, that we couldn't have started a new life, and that, it was that. It's just like, that was fucked. And ironically enough, my grandmother died 3 days after, 2 or 3 days after we got evicted. Um, 2 weeks later, or a week later, we went to her. Oh yeah, a week later, we went to her funeral, and just that was just like, that was shitty. That was just like, you know, and I know some of my family, like, they're trying to make up for it a little bit. Like, now they're trying to like act like they care about my mom, and oh my god, she's dying. But like, when you really think about it, like, do people really even really give a shit? Like, at the end of the day, like, does anyone, really give a shit? You know what I mean? But I mean, it's just like, it is what it is. I play the part because I love her, you know, and but yeah, it's hard for me to just look back on that and just like, think to myself like, wow, we got such a loving family. They give a fuck so much. And they even doubt how much I do for my mom too. It's just like, they don't even think that I'm there for her as much as that, like, I am. And like, it's just like, where the fuck are you? Where are they? Like, I'm there for her all the time. I'm always there for her and everything. Like, I wouldn't be able to be her caretaker if I wasn't doing everything I could for her. And it's like, they still doubt me. It's like, wow. They don't say it, but like, I know they do. Oh, it is what it is. I mean, like, when she's dead, like, I'm alone. Like, that's what it is. Like, no matter which way what it is. Like, I don't really care. Like, I just wanted her to stay alive. Like, I just wanted her to stay alive. That's like all I gave a fuck about. So like, when she's dead, if she's dead, like, I'm just gonna be so pissed. Like, I won't even give a fuck anyway. You know, like, that's how I feel. It's like if someone lost their child or something. Like, if you lost like your kid or something, you know, like, are you gonna be able to move on with your life? Like, probably not. You know, like, it's just like that was your motivation to stay alive. That was what kept you alive. You know, and that's like the same thing with her. It's like, you know, so I'm not even scared of what the fuck happens after the fact. I just don't want to lose her. Like, that's my biggest and only fear. So it's like, it's gonna happen anyway, is what they're saying. It's just like, well, then fuck everything. Like, that's how I feel. But people haven't experienced walking in my shoes, so I get why people wouldn't understand, or if people don't understand, but that's why I have to live moment to moment, pretty much. Like, at least other people, like, they have somebody, you know, someone, something after the fact of losing somebody they love, right? Me, nothing. And apparently, I'm probably not even gonna have a home. Like, again, like, I don't give a fuck though. I just wanted her to stay alive. Not all moms, like some moms, I don't know, like some people have bad mom experiences and shit. And my mom wasn't perfect, but I love her to death. She is my life, like, you know, and there's a lot of things that, like, I think that, you know, people can say she probably didn't, you know, like, but she tried her best under all the circumstances that she was in, you know, like, it's the thing, like, nobody's perfect. And you know, I don't expect my mom to be a genius. Like, you know, I don't think she was the smartest of the moms out there. You know, she probably could have made some better decisions here and there, but again, nobody's perfect, and I love her to fucking death. So it's like, you know, like, all those mistakes, like, they don't mean shit to me. You know, like, they might, you know, my other people might take it serious. My sisters, I don't fucking know what kind of grudges they hold against her, but me, that all that shit doesn't mean fuck shit to me. Like, I love her and I just don't want her to die. That's it. Like, but people want to, like, they want to complicate shit or make it like, you know, like, oh, uh like, say she was this or that, like, that shit, like, even if that was true, like, even if they say like, oh, she was a night walker, like, that's anytime that I can recall, like, she wasn't. Like, I don't remember her ever being like that type of shit. Like, she, you know, she was mostly always always at home. Like, so it doesn't make any sense that she was that. But like, even if, like, let's say she was, that wouldn't matter. Like, I still love her. She's my mother. Like, that shit doesn't matter to me. You know, like, and so, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, people can say whatever the fuck they want. Like, they haven't lived in my shoes. Like, they haven't lived my life. Like, they don't know about all the good things my mom did, you know, and so fuck them. That's how I see it. Those people don't mean fuck shit. Like, people judge like crazy, and I get it, because we all judge people and shit, but people take it way too far, to the point where it's just like they're making up lies now they're not even telling the truth. Like, now they're just lying just for the sake of that shit. Like, that's just fucking retarded, you know. And that's like, that's the type of shit a lot of these people do out here. And that's why I don't even give a fuck about going live anymore or any of this, like talking to these people. Cause like that's the kind of environment this shit is. It's just like, it's disgusting. I'd rather be the kind of person, if I was watching from a distance, but like, I don't watch any of this shit. Like, fuck these people. Fuck them. That's how I see it. You know, like that's at the end of the day, like I wish this shit would burn to the ground. Like, I don't care nothing about this YouTube shit. And it's not to say I don't care about some people in it. There's a lot of people I care about within it. It's just that this environment is fucking toxic. There's no way to like, there's no way to like cover that up. Like, this shit is toxic as fuck. I mean, I don't know if I'm failing this game or what's going on here. What the hell? I don't know what the hell I'm doing in this game. This game is way too complex for me. I really think it's just too much. You should listen to Did Your Best by Nova Rockefeller. Maybe I'll check it out. Hold on, I'll be right back. It's just like I'm matured, like, like I'm not the same person I was when I started off on here. And I can't really say exactly what brought upon my immature antics and shit, like, because I really, I took it far on here. Like, I'm stupid, but it's just like I'm just not the same person anymore. Like, some people can change, some people can be like, all right, I'm not that kind of person, I'm gonna move on, like I just want to live my life, like. And it's just like I'm definitely past this shit, like it sucks that it took this many years for me to finally like get to that point. And I don't even think it's so much associated with my mom and her getting like this, because I already was changing. I already was maturing before we found out about her diagnosis. So it's like, but I don't want to be that kind of fucking person anymore. Like, it's just like, fuck. And I'm not, like, that's the thing, but those people will try to paint it out like I am, obviously. And it's like, so a lot of people just have it in their minds like that's how I am, even though they don't really know me, even though people don't, they'll hear a clip of me from 3-4 years ago, even a year ago, whatever it is. But I mean, they'll still just be like, oh, well, that's just how he is, and I mean, that's how powerful just like a voice clip is, sound clips and shit, like somebody can be a completely different person, but because you sound exactly the same as you did, 2-3 years ago, this shit fuck you up. People they just in their heads, they just tell themselves, well, and people like AC and Tonic and the Brett people, like they're not even specific enough to their audience where they're going to tell them, hey, by the way, this occurred 2-3 years ago. These clips you're watching are old, by the way. Like, they're not kind enough to tell their audience this shit, or the new people. So they're just, the new folks like coming into it, they're just assuming that I said this shit like yesterday. And that's how like, that's their only ability to like get a new audience, pretty much. Like, that's the only way that they're able to rake up a new audience, to get a hate bonding crew to come about, to repeat history and shit. That's like the only reason why they still can somewhat drag in some new people here and there, is by, and not even telling them, by the way, this occurred years ago. Nope. But they'll do that to all of us, right? They'll do that to Bird too. They'll do that to Paulie. They'll do that to Steph. They'll do that to all of us. So, I mean, yeah, I get it. It's not me that it happens. There's just me that it only happens to. Like that shit does, happens to a lot of us out here. But the people who are to blame are the people, the tonic people, the AC people, even the fucking Shiva people in a way, because honestly, he kind of just fell off and should have, not led people astray, because this whole community was led astray because of people like Corrosive, Shiva, the Church of Four, Tonic, Brett's, right? But it also was because of the people like DFK, the Shivas, the Church of Fours, the Andrews, Mob Boss Brains. I mean, people know who like the main people are to blame for this shit. People are, and that's the thing. Like a lot of us are, right? But at the end of the day, like that's the past. Whatever, like this community now, or whatever that community is what it is, and there's gonna stay that way because of how people caused it to be. But like that's where you have to just like let it go and be like, you know what? Just like that is in the past. But then there's a lot of good people out here too, and like they know who they are. Like most of the people who've helped me out, who've been there, who care about me, like I'm aware of them. I know who they are, and so it's like if other people are telling them, oh, he's talking shit about you, I hope they were like, the type to like be like, well, let me confirm this. Let me go over there and ask, him if this is actually what happened or not. And like there's a lot of people who I just don't feel do that. They don't talk to me about shit. They're just gonna take somebody else's word for it before even, talking to me about it. As if I'm not an adult, as if I can't handle, that or some shit. It is what it is. I don't know. I don't even know. I'm just I wish I'd played this game more. I'm so pissed that I didn't play this game more tonight. But it's fun hanging out with you guys, or you, Medusa. Yeah, it's like like I feel much better like when it's a woman in the chat, but I like women better than hanging around guys anyway. So it's just like I don't even know, but no, it's like I'm really like I'm chill. Like I'm still playing this game too, like while I'm talking. I just don't know what I'm doing in it. I have no idea what's going on in the game. I'm trying to figure out like what to do, and I'm like, I have no idea. I'm just like literally running around in nothingness, just trying to figure out what is happening. I have no clue. This game is so complex. Gain access to the wedding party with the help of Miller Royale. I don't know what the hell they want me to do in this game. Like, is there other side quests that I can take on so things aren't so complicated or something? Like, I don't know. This is crazy. No, but I like talking to you, Medusa. I like women are freaking awesome. Like I like talking to women, even if you're in the chat, because I heard your voice and you sound like you're sexy. So it's like I don't feel so alone, because I could feel more alone right now, but like because you're a woman, it helps a little bit. But if you were a guy, I'd be so depressed right now. I'd be so like, what game is it? It's Kingdom Come 2 Deliverance. Whatever the fuck that means. I don't even know what it means, but it's it's just like I'm running around trying to like figure out what to do with my sword in the game, and I don't know what to do. I'm so confused right now. I don't know what side quests to do. Like I don't know anything. I'm so confused. What am I doing here? Try and ask the fisherman about mud. Yes, that's a great start. Where's the fisherman? How do I find the fisherman? I need to find the fisherman Medusa, and I can't find the fisherman. What is going on here? Yeah, like I'm so desperate. Like I'm so without like communication with females and women. I almost told myself to like try to hit on like the Brazilian chick who looks like she's like probably has like a family or whatever at Dunkin' Donuts. Like I'm just out. Like I'm so at this point. Like I'm so pathetic. Like I talk to nobody anymore. These people kick me down to the point where like I feel so like self worthless about myself and shit. And go to the water in the game. The water's so fun in this game. It's so fun. Like the water's like so detailed and like it's like this game they really got the graphics like awesome. Like I just love running around the universe and just like jumping in the water in the game or like if I see a waterfall I'm like, "Oh my god, that is beautiful. That is such a beautiful waterfall at Dunkin' Donut." Yeah. And like sometimes she's like pissed off, like she's pissed off or like she like kind of gives me like this attitude or whatever, like the lady who takes my orders, but then it's like kind of sexy and I'm like, "Oh, like she's kind of hot." I'm like, see, and like it's just fucked. I'm like I'm so like I'm such in a bad place at this point in my life. Like I'm gonna die alone. And that's probably like the case. It's so fucked up because like at one point I could have had like any type of woman I wanted, and it wasn't even that long ago that like that was the case. And like now it's like such like at such lows where even like Brett can outdo me and like get like it's not even like Tina's disgusting, but it's just like the fact alone that he can like get a woman and I can't at this point. Like, but like it's just like wow, this shit's so fucked. Yeah, I know. That's what people keep telling me and shit. And it's like, then why am I such in a bad place? Like, why am I such in a bad position? How the hell did I end up in this situation? But that's where I blame me being addicted to freaking what was it, benzos for as many years as I was. That shit wasn't a good look. Cause that shit really made me like just kind of sort of black years out. Like I sort of black time out. Like there's a lot of time that I just wasted not even like, you know, all there. So it sucks. It's bullshit. But at the end of the day, like whatever. Nobody really feels bad for other people. Like, or some people do, whatever, but it's just like life, you have to deal with your own problems. Like shit, like is what it is. I should have been more smarter in life a lot of times. I could have, but I wasn't. So there's that. But I guess I was just a different person then too. Like I'm completely different now. Like now I don't like back there was a time where like I was ashamed to like say I was white or admit like that like I was white. I was like, no, I'm not white. Cause like I went to school for so long around like black and Hispanics where it was just like they hated white people and they really made you feel like less if you were white. If you said you were white, they'd be like, "Well, white people, man, these white people fucking suck." Yeah, like it's just like you just didn't feel, like you wanted to say or wanted to be proud of it. Like they made you feel like you had to hate being white if you were around black people or Hispanic people. Like, I don't care, even if they want to say like, "No, man, it's not how it was." Like that's just how the environment was. Like that's just how it was. Like if you're around that environment, like you don't want to be white because they will make you hate yourself for being white. Like, and it's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit because I wasn't even like part of like any Anglo-Saxon kind of like background. Like it's not like I had any connection to people who enslaved black people or took over South America, whatever the fuck. But like of course, anybody who's fucking white, bro. Fucking white people fucking suck, bro. It's just like it is what it is. Like, but if you like that, if you're around that environment and it's like it's just mostly like a city environment and it's mostly black or Hispanic, like it's gonna be mostly like fuck white people kind of environment. Like that's just how it is. That's why it's very unfortunate if you're like one of the few white people going to those schools because you're gonna be hating being white. Either that or you're gonna, if you're a woman, you might be lucky enough to get impregnated by somebody who's black or Hispanic, which 9 times out of 10 will be the case if you're a female. If you're a guy, you're gonna get jumped one or twice or a few times or another. Like it's just gonna happen. You're gonna be told that you're fucking white and fuck you. Like that's just the case. Like that's what it is. And eventually that white boy is gonna want to hate being white. Like he's gonna tell himself, I hate being white. I'm gonna try to either look like I'm Hispanic or black, or I'm gonna tell myself I'm not. Like that's just how it is. And it's fucked up. Because it's almost like they're trying to erase one's identity. And that's the type of shit, that like that's just fucked up. But of course, because you're one of the minorities, no one's gonna fucking pay attention or take it serious. Like that's just how it is. If it happened to a majority of people, then people would have to be forced to take it serious, just like when it would occur with racism, towards black people and shit. But if it's a minority, no one's gonna pay a fuck attention. No one's gonna give a shit. No one's gonna say, "Oh no, this poor white kid in this all black school. We have to save him." No one gives a fuck. Especially if you're from a poor upbringing. If your family doesn't have money, of course, if you have money, people give a shit. If you have money, people give a fuck all day long. But if you don't have money and you're poor, your family's poor, you have a poor upbringing, your mother brought you up on welfare and food stamps, yeah, ain't nobody gonna give a shit. No one gives a fuck. And then what? Then white people grow up and they start hating me because of living that experience. Then all of a sudden, now I have a whole fucking group of white people who hate me because I lived poor, because I grew up in that experience. And fuck you because of it. And fuck you because you're white too, but you're not like us. It's just like it's fucked. Like no matter which way I look at it, like I'm hated by all sides. Not accepted by anybody, like not even my people, not even the Greek people, because the Greek people, like I don't even have any connection besides my blood and my my background, like I don't speak it, so they don't give a fuck. I don't speak Greek, so no Greek people give a fuck. Greek people are greedy and fucking mean anyway. So like if you're not from their family or you don't know their family or you don't have any connection to their, like they don't fucking care. They're just like fuck you. Greek people are fucking shitty people. Like at the end of the day, I've met very few like cool Greek people. Like a lot of Greek people are like selfish, greedy motherfuckers. And like at the end of the day, like they're fucking snakes. Like they just give a fuck about their own. Like that's just how that shit is. Like it's like people like who are Greek, like my mom and my like family, like they've always like brought it up, put it up, like made it seem like it was so great. But like for the most part, like whenever I met Greek people, like they fucking suck. They fucking like they're mean as shit. Unless you spoke Greek. Yeah, unless you spoke Greek. It's just like, fuck you. Like, I didn't, like, you don't even understand how I grew up or my experiences. Like, go fuck yourself. Like, guys, seriously. Like, whatever. Like, yeah, like, it is. But my mom loves Greek people and like loves the Greek culture. She fucking loves it, and it's like because she loves it, I would never like talk like this in front of her. Like, you know what I mean? Like to her, yeah, I love being Greek. But it's just like, I've hated it. I hated it my entire life. I hated that my name was Constantino. I was always ashamed about it. I always hated it. you know, and no teachers or kids or anybody ever got my name right, you know, and it was like, you know, I always kind of like, you know, there was a part of me where when I was younger, like I resented my mom for naming me that. I'm like, why did you name me that? You know, she's like, I almost named you Anthony. We were right about to, but at the last minute, we decided to name you after, you know, your father's grand or father or whatever. And I'm like, fucking shit. You know, like to me, I hate it. Like you know, I hate my name. Like I can admit it. Yeah, like I fucking hate my name. But you know, because for my mom's sake, like whatever. Like I guess whatever, I'll keep it. You know, if there's ever a time where I fucking can change it, I might. You know, like if there's ever a time in my life, if she's dead, you know, and I'm just past all this shit, and I could just change my name legally, like I will change my fucking name. You know, but like at the end of the day, like it is what it is. Like fucking whatever. Constantino. Like, dude, who the fuck names a kid that in America? Like, just like you're just trying to punish me there. You know, and it's not like I was brought up around a lot of Greek kids and shit, or a lot of Greek people. So it really kind of fucked me. You know, grew up in like an Irish neighborhood. So that didn't do me any good. You know, hey, like hanging out with, you know, there's kids in class. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Patrick. Hey, Josh. Hey, Trent. Hey, Aaron. And then you got fucking Constantino in the fucking class. Like, good looks. Good fucking looks. I don't fucking know, but you know, just understand a boy, a little child going to school with the name Constantino in a classroom full of every other kid that doesn't have a name like that. You know, like that's just like I can't even explain it. Like there's just no way to explain how like you know, kind of how much that let me down, like having like a name like that. When I in like my last name too, like Strolas. Like the fuck is that? Like what kind of fucking Slavic, Turkish-ish ass fucking name is that? Like where the fuck did that come from? Like where the fuck like who puts a S and a D together with a R and a O and a LL together? You like fuck you, you know, like it's not even like a natural Greek name, you know, like on some like oh like fucking heterotopoulos, Kophatopoulos, Chifkalopoulos, you know, it's on some fucking like bullshit that nobody can pronounce. But whatever, like you know, and then that one time I met my father when I was 14 years old. Like I hate, like I wanted to punch him in the face. The moment I saw my dad, the moment I saw my father, like I knew, like I was like, oh my god, my mom like she married a fucking idiot. She married a dumbass. Like he's a fucking douchebag. Like this guy. Like the moment I saw him, I wanted to like punch him in his throat. And like I never that moment like that feeling never laid off. Like I hated him, even though he like tried to buy me all this shit when I like visited him with my grandmother. And I was like, I hate this fucking piece of shit. Like I want to like punch him so bad. Like I was only 14 though. No, I don't look like him. I look more like my mom. Thankfully, like thank God. Like, you know, seriously, like I look so much more like my mom than I do him. Like he looks like a fucking idiot. It's not like he's a bad, like, you know, feature wise, I wouldn't say he looks like a bad looking guy. Like whatever. My mom, when she married him, like he was younger. I get it, like, you know, whatever. But I mean, he was a fucking idiot. Like I hated him. And I still to this day hate him. Like I hope he dies in a bucket full of shit. Like seriously. Like I just there's no love whatsoever on my part. Like my mom wants me to care about, you know, because obviously I'm like whatever. Like she doesn't want like she doesn't put him like even to this day she won't put him down like all the way. Like she'll still try to like build it up and make him seem like he was like a good guy and shit. Like whatever. Like and I understand why. Like you know, I don't want her to make her feel like she like failed at you know, whatever. Like, like I get it, you know, and I can't erase where I'm from, whatever. Like I get it, but I mean, he was a stupid idiot. I just like you know, yeah, I told myself I wish she never fucking wasted her time with this fucking douchebag, but then I wouldn't exist, right? But like, whatever. But like, that's how I feel about it. That's how like that's legit how I feel about it. Like, if he died, I would not give two fucks. Like, if I heard he died, I would not. There would not be a bit of emotion of any sort. Like, there's nothing I would feel. Like, if anything, I would feel more joy for hearing about his death than I would feel any kind of like, you know, pain. Like, that's legit how I feel. For my mom, it's like it's the complete opposite. Like, I love her more than life itself. So like, you know, that's just mandatory. Like, I would just like, but him, nothing, nothing, nothing. You know, a pair of Tims, a few clothes, and whatever the fuck he bought me when I was in Greece just doesn't make up for all the fucking bullshit. Like, he didn't pay any child support, paid no child support towards my mom, like to my mom for my sister or me. Nothing, you know, got away with just like a life of just fucking shitting away money in Greece because his sister just like coddled him and gave him this easy job because she like worked for like the mayor in one of the big cities in Greece. So he kind of got these like, you know, bullshit jobs where he could just rake up money doing pretty much nothing, you know, so he could just be comfortable doing nothing. Well, he barely had any communication with me and my sister, you know, and even when I met him in Greece when I was 14, still didn't even speak a bit of English. You know, all of it was just broken fucking English. Like, of course he was a fucking idiot. Of course he didn't even learn any bit of English because he's fucking ignorant and stupid and lazy. You know, and it's like, yeah, am I lazy? Am I, you know, pathetic in my life because of him? Is it because of his DNA that I'm the way I am? You know, and I'll ask myself that. Like, I don't know, you know, like, is it, you know, connected? And I'd hope not, because my sister's not that way. You know, she went to Boston Latin, you know, she got the best education, you know, she was smart, you know, and we both had the same genetics. So how come I, you know, failed as much as I did? And it's you know, I don't want to think that it's part of genetics, but yeah, he's an idiot. But fuck him, you know. And there's a lot of people whose fathers or mothers, like, people have people in their families that they're not so proud of. So I mean, I'm not the only one, I'm sure, but yeah, fuck that dude. The only reason I got to meet my dad was because my grandmother, she thought it was mandatory for me to at least meet my dad once. You know, she wanted me to. She thought it was a big deal for me to meet my dad at least once. So, you know, she set up this trip where she went first to Greece, and then I went and took a plane by myself to meet her there, which was kind of a little bit scary at first. I took this like long plane ride, probably like 9 or 10 hours to like Italy. And then I got off at Italy and waited there for like 2, 3 hours. And then finally they like took me on this plane to Greece. And then I met my grandmother there at the airport in Athens. And I was so happy when I saw her because she was right there, right when I got off the plane. And right at the entrance, and she was like right there. I remember her being like waving to me, and I felt so like such a big relief. I'm like, oh my god, I'm in like this foreign country. Like, I don't even know where the fuck I am. Like, and then I saw her, and I'm just like, thank God. Shit was like, what's up, Steph? Yeah, that was after that. We went to my like some relative's house she was staying at in Athens, and she was really nice. That the relative we were staying at, she cooked all the time. She had this like clean house. I remember like she was like doing our laundry and she cleaned my socks and like I never saw my socks so white, so clean. Like she bleached those shits. She like this woman, this relative that we were staying at, like she just like I don't know what she did, but my socks like they never were whiter. Like even when I bought them, they weren't that as white as like she washed them like good. But no, we stayed at that house at her it was like more like an apartment in Athens. Stayed there for like a few days, maybe almost a week, and then we all traveled because she had a husband and he had this like small like foreign little vehicle, this like small little car thingamajig thing that he like took on the highway in Athens, and everyone was like driving like almost 80 to 90 miles per hour on some real shit. And then we traveled up to this village that was the village that my great grandmother grew up in. Um, and that was like, it was a nice village. Like they had this like cottage or like house up there that they owned, uh, the relative. And um, there's like this like wild cat that like would just like come around and eat like food that they feed it like food, but it would just be like this wild cat running around in the village and shit. There was like this little like corner store, but it was like out in the middle of nowhere. Like this shit, like there was like goats like freaking crawling off mountains and shit. Like it was kind of like a mountain area. And yeah, shit, like there was like hogs and shit like running around. I mean, the shit was like kind of old school, but then there was kind of like modernized roads though. Like they already have paved roads out there though. So I mean it's kind of modern enough, but it was still kind of like old school as fuck. And then I remember we went to like this beach area and we like eat this like really nice like seafood. It was like really, really great seafood. I don't even know. Like it was good, whatever it was. I just remember us being like next to like this beach. And I remember them telling me like, "Go swim, go in the ocean. Like we're at the beach, like you should swim." And I was just like, I don't really wanna, because I didn't have a bathing suit. Like I was just so shy about like jumping in the water and like my like underwear or some shit. Like, and I really didn't have a bathing suit, so I was like, not doing that. But there was some people naked out there, like because some people they could just like be naked on the beach. Like that's not illegal out there. So I was like, just like, whoa, there's some naked people out here. This is fucking weird. But it was pretty. Like there's pretty parts of it. I mean, I just uh yeah, I mean, me at that time, I didn't really care so much about like the visual. I just wish I appreciated shit more back then. And I think that if I was a little bit older, I would have, but it still was fun. Got to see like the landmark where like Alexander the Great was supposedly buried or whatever, or where he used to like his castle used to be or whatever. And my grandmother took me to Macedonia to that location, whatever. That was pretty cool. A few other things, but I mean, yeah, it's more of like a trip that if I was a little bit older, I would have probably appreciated more. Like I was kind of a little too young to like care about tourism and looking at monuments or seeing the Parthenon and all this shit. Like I mean, I probably appreciated it, but to a degree. But I also was kind of just like a little too young. But yeah, I didn't really get to go any other country besides Greece. That was the only country I think traveled besides Canada one time, maybe Montreal to this like what was it, amusement park or something. One day we like went from Vermont to like Montreal. That was like, but that's I wouldn't even consider Canada to be like another country. Like I honestly, it didn't feel like I traveled to another country. It felt like I just traveled from one part of the highway to another. But technically, one could say that I traveled to Canada. But like whatever. Like if we want to go there, then I could say I traveled to Italy, even though I just went to the Italian or Italy airport in Milan. So it's just like, did I really travel to Milan? No. Was I in the airport? Yeah. Like, but I wouldn't even say I traveled to Italy though, because I technically didn't get to like travel around or anything. It was just in the airport for maybe 2, 3 hours. That wouldn't be considered. Anyway, I'm just wasting time on here. Like, this is just, I can't believe I spent an hour and a half on here already. It's crazy. But y'all, thanks for hanging out a little bit. I'll talk to y'all later.